The Mustangs of Perryville headed to Greenland tonight to take on the Pirates. You've ever tried to get a horse on a ship? Well, I think you're going to know how this goes. Stick with me. I may have given away the end, but there's still some highlights to watch here. Oh, that's the Greenwood highlights again. Just trust me when I say this. Greenwood won this football game against Mountain Home, and Greenland, well, they won their football game against Perryville. Final score there, 49-7. Jet Dennis was a monster in this one, scoring touchdown after touchdown, which is just what Jet Dennis has done all year. And Greenland survives and advances to the next round of the playoffs.